Well, hello everyone and welcome back. Got some exciting news. All of our terracotta is cooked up now. So now we can go ahead and start modifying the second tier of Circle City. So right now I'm just going to start off with, like 3 stacks of the light, I hate that. 3 stacks of the light blue terracotta and 1.5 stacks of the white terracotta. I think that'll be plenty to get us, going. I think it's going to be more than enough, actually. But we're going to head up there and start, cracking away at it. So in typical fashion of myself, I already completed one panel of this, but it went so badly and I made so many mistakes that we're just going to act like that never happened and we're going to start again on this side. Yeah, so in truth, my anxiety levels have been a little bit on the high side for the last couple of days, so I'm really like just working on staying calm, and I'm hoping that the more that I progress on this, like the calmer I will become. So we're gonna start here, and we're just gonna take out some of these blocks here on the inside. I mean, not all of them, just a bit to lighten up the heaviness. So I am gonna use scaffolding for this part. So 2 there, 2 there. Ah, thought I went up high enough, but I didn't. So this last one, and then those 2. Okay. So that's the easy part. Let me ditch that, put my dirt back. That there, so we can get up and over. Alright. So essentially, get in the right spot. Essentially what we're doing is removing two blocks here in the black part, and two blocks of the cobblestone there, and the first white wool there. So if I keep that in my head, maybe this side will go a little better for me. So let me calm down, get myself focused again, and we'll get going on this. So where do I want to be? I want to be here. So 1, 2 here, and not dirt. But light blue terracotta. And the light blue terracotta. Okay. And since I can face forward on this one, this should be, not so bad. So the top 2. One, 2, and replace. Fantastic. Come over again. And 1, 2 there, and with the blue. Place that. Yeah, if I get myself into a pattern, then I think this will be so much easier. So, let's go 1, 2, and then since now we're on the white part, we're gonna punch this out and start adding our white glazed terracotta. So, yep, that's all there is to it. Oh, man. And I will tell you what, like, in my previous videos, I noticed just a huge difference between, you know, when I am relaxed and trying to do things and when I am not relaxed and trying to do things. And you might think, well, why don't you just, you know, wait until you are calm to come in and do stuff? Well, the truth is that if I waited until I was calm, I would never get anything done. So I just kind of have to, you know, work with myself a little bit and hope that as I get into projects and start doing things, that through the process I will calm down. Yeah. So I mean, going back through like when I did the raid, I was amazed at how calm I was through all of that. In fact, I had like one moment where when the witches came out, I started to panic ever so slightly. And then I just said to myself, you know what? No. And it went immediately away and I was perfectly calm again. So it's kind of interesting. And then when I was doing the staircase, I was not calm at all that day. And I was just second guessing everything that I did. And I wasn't confident in what I was doing. And you can see how that video went because I was just kind of all over the place and making mistakes here and mistakes there. But somehow I just, you know, went back and redid everything and got it all back together. Oh, man. But like I said, as I move forward with my issue and start to get everything, you know, under control again, then I'm sure that things will just get better and better and better. So, and easier. But, you know, it is kind of an ordeal. And one of my problems is just like being super duper hard on myself. And I'm really working on getting over that. Like, I have the most, like, ridiculous sort of expectations for myself. And it's just, it's weird because it's like I am just like super unfair to myself by expecting myself to do things that are just, you know, humanly impossible. And then when I try to do something that is, you know, ridiculous and I don't accomplish it, and then I beat myself up over it, and that's just, it's really not fair. It's really, really not fair. And so I'm really just trying to focus on, you know, being being better with myself and not, hold on, give me 1 second, I'll get back to this thought because I think that this part is where I change. So let me look at something real quick. I'm sorry. Okay, I looked and I got this, so I won't mess it up again. I lied. Let me check one more time. Let me see. Okay, so... No, okay. I know where I'm at now. This one stays here. This one comes out. Because we're actually going up 3 on this part. Did that turn? Okay, good. And then... That one goes... That one stays... No, that one goes blue again. Alright. Got that. And then we need to break all of these wool blocks out. And then that one. So that's that half of this portion. So hooray. So let me get back down. And we'll continue our conversation. Okay, so back at the bottom, and now we have to, start going up this way. So this way is going to be a little bit different because we have to change our orientation of where we stand. So I'm pretty sure that I need to stand like to the side this way for these. Alright, so let me get through this first part, and then we can continue our conversation. Okay, so now we're on the white. So and this is where I start second guessing myself again. What all? Okay. Yeah, 1, 2. Easy peasy. Okay. Okay, so I mean, getting back to my anxiety issue that I'm having currently, I think it's kind of something that really began, I don't know, probably about 6 years ago with some events that happened in my life, and I just really, um, I didn't really grasp what was going on with myself emotionally so much. And it's weird because the truth of the matter is that this is not the first time in my life that I've had emotional issues before. A long time ago when I was a teenager, I was diagnosed with clinical depression and anxiety, and I was hospitalized for that at that point in my life. Which was a really good thing for me. So I went through like the whole rigmarole of um, being put on medication, and I got a a really good therapist to talk to, um, like retracing my steps um, because working and talking and thinking at the same time. So basically, I was hospitalized for 2 months at that time. I did a month inpatient and a month outpatient to get myself, at least in the state where I can start functioning as a human being again. So I'm really, through all of that, I'm really aware of what I'm up against with this bout of my anxiety issue. My problem was is I didn't realize it for so long that that was what was happening to me until I actually started having physical issues. Um, and the difference this time is that I'm not depressed. Like I'm not sad at all. I'm just really overwhelmed and anxious a lot. And I think that was a reason why I didn't recognize it for so long in of itself is that like depression when you get sad, like I mean you can feel it and you know it, but this time with it just being anxiety and not depression on top of it, I didn't really recognize it for a very long time. So back to the physical issues that I started having was that my muscles had stopped working properly, and I couldn't figure out what was happening. Like it was like I would feel really heavy, and then like my muscles just didn't want to support me anymore. So I would just find myself, like not really falling to the floor, but going to the floor. I don't know how to describe it. It wasn't like I was falling, but my muscles would stop working and I would just kind of like slowly descend into a kneel, and then I couldn't get back up until I don't understand how to explain the feeling and what it involves, but it was just like there's no strength there. And so I would just be like stuck until my muscles decided that they wanted to support me again. Um, so now that I know that it's caused by my anxiety, I kind of figured out why that was happening. And the reason is because I was so tense um, that let me figure out where I'm at right now. Yeah, this is I believe going to be the 3 one. But anyway, so I was so tense and so overwhelmed with the things around me that I was holding my breath, gritting my teeth, and it was messing up the the ratio of oxygen and carbon dioxide in my muscles. And eventually they just got to the point where they're just like, yeah, no, we're not doing this anymore, and just wouldn't allow me to do anything anymore. So ugh. So that's kind of what I started out with. And I hope that this part is right. If it's not, then I'll come back up and fix it. But I think that this is going how I wanted it to. But anyway, so I really thought that there was just something, physiologically wrong with myself, and something, just weird going on with my muscles. And so I ended up taking a leave of absence from work. And after I was, visiting various doctors and was at home for 4 months. I mean, after I was home for 4 months, like then it dawned on me that this is just this is just all anxiety. Like what I'm going through, the muscle weakness, I was shaking a lot whenever I was trying to do stuff, like simple things, like brushing my teeth, cooking eggs, like no matter what I was doing, it was like I was just shaking like a leaf. Um, but now that I understand that the issues that I'm having are anxiety related, I could take all this stuff that I learned from going through this before and apply it. Because I don't I don't really want to go on medication at this round because I know that it's curable. I know relaxation techniques. Sometimes it's harder than other times, but I know how to, like rationalize through my emotions to get myself back under control. And I know that it takes a little bit of time, and I have to identify all the things that have happened that have made me so upset and just, figure out ways of processing my thoughts so that I know that everything's okay and that there's no reason for me to get, so upset. So let's look at this from here. So, I really I really like adding this kind of color. It makes me super happy to look at this, basically. And then the real magic is when you look at it from afar. So I'm glad that panel went really good, and I didn't make a bunch of mistakes on that one. And see, since we've been going for a while and I've been talking about things, I am really starting to feel a lot better and more relaxed and confident and not, overwhelmed with, oh, I know this is a huge project, blah, 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 blah. Is this where I want to be on this little island? No, I kind of steered my boat the wrong way, so let me get myself oriented here. Why can't you just jump out of the boat onto the land like a normal person? Anyway, so here is what we're looking at as the new second tier design. Oh man, I love it. Like, I just love it. I like the way that it looks. I don't know, it looks like gems or sparkles or something that go around this side. I think it's fabulous. And I couldn't be happier with that. Now I know, like, color scheme wise, it might look not, like the color scheme might look a little off. Like, why are you suddenly adding blue, when the color scheme started off as gold and white and pink and blah, blah, blah. Um, the reason for that is just if you saw like my first video, the intro to the city, the future plans is to keep adding tiers up here. So with every tier, I will essentially have to come up with a new design. And I want to keep like the base colors kind of going up, but I also want to change the design going up. Like I don't want to just like, have this pattern and then like repeat, because I think that'll be super boring, and not fun at all to build. But so when we keep increasing, when we keep increasing the tiers, and we'll keep, working on new designs. But of course, this is a project that I made up that's going to take an insane amount of time to do. So I don't have any of that designed yet. I have no idea what I'm going to do. About the only thing that I planned out is how high I want each tier to go. And even that's like up in the air. Because I'll tell you, the first tier is 20 blocks, the second tier is 40. Going upwards, I plan the third tier to be 30, the fourth to be 60. But the 30 block high tier may not work out so well because you perspectively, I mean, I'll just have to test it and see what it's like. But perspectively, when you're down there and looking up at the angle, like you may only be able to see, say, I don't know, like the top two blocks. So I'll have to figure that one out when I get there. But like I said, at this point, I'm not worried about that at all. So, huh. So where do I want to go with this conversation? So, so I think that I'm probably just gonna sit down here and bust around a couple of more tiers or more panels. Okay, so I think we'll call this video done for today. And I just want to thank you all for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching my videos. And I also just want to say that when I do like talk about things like my anxiety or whatever other topics might come up in the future that we talk about, I just want you to know that that I'm not talking about this stuff for like sympathy or free advice or anything like that. I don't want you all to feel bad, pretty much. I know that I can get my issue under control, and I know without a doubt that I'm going to be just fine. This is just a minor setback, and once I get it all figured out, I'll be, I'll be right. What's the saying? Right as rain, white as rain. Anyway, whatever that says, I'll be fine, and I'll be back to my normal self, and everything will be great again. So once again, guys, just thanks for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.